popular destination for newcomers, Ontario is the country's most populous province, home more than 13,650,000 people. It is also the second largest province in the country by land area. The province is located in central Canada. Ontario's capital city is Toronto, whose 6 million people make it Canada's largest and most populous city. Toronto is also the country's financial center and the seat of the stock exchange. About half of the people living in Toronto were born in other countries, and the city is said to be the most multicultural city in the world. Also located in Ontario is Ottawa, the capital city of Canada, which is located in southeastern Ontario. Other important Ontario cities include London, Thunder Bay, Hamilton, Kingston, Windsor, and Sudbury. Besides being Canada's main economic hub, Ontario is also known for its natural diversity, including vast forests, beautiful provincial parks, 4 of the 5 Great Lakes, and the world-famous Niagara Falls. Complementing this natural diversity is a cultural diversity that is the product of high levels of immigration combined with a society that embraces multiculturalism and tolerance. Ontario's cities attract artists, entertainers, and intellectuals from around the world. Ontario also produces a wealth of homegrown talent. With its very high foreign-born population, Toronto provides a taste of the world within a city. Toronto, city, capital of the province of Ontario, southeastern Canada. It is the most populous city in Canada, a multicultural city, and the country's financial and commercial center. Its location on the northwestern shore of Lake Ontario, which forms part of the border between Canada and the United States, and its access to Atlantic shipping via the St. Lawrence Seaway and to major U.S. industrial centers via the Great Lakes have enabled Toronto to become an important international trading center. Moreover, the city is positioned on the edge of some of the best farmland in Canada, with a climate favorable to growing a wide range of crops, thereby making Toronto a transportation, distribution, and manufacturing center. Most importantly, its central location, along with a host of political policies favoring international trade, places this city with the greatest economic ties to and influence from the United States. Ottawa, city, capital of Canada, located in southeastern Ontario. In the eastern extreme of the province, Ottawa is situated on the south bank of the Ottawa River across from Gatineau, Quebec, at the confluence of the Ottawa, Outaouais, Gatineau, and Rideau rivers. The Ottawa River, some 790 miles, 1,270 kilometers long, the principal tributary of the St. Lawrence River, was a key factor in the city's settlement and development. Its watershed, covering more than 57,000 square miles, 148,000 square kilometers, facilitated the transport of resources such as furs, timber, and minerals from the region. The river's Chaudière Falls, just west of the Rideau Canal, while initially a navigational hazard for the fur trade and later for the transport of logging rafts, ultimately proved to be an asset in the production of hydroelectric power for the city and a boon to the growth of industry. Mississauga, city, regional municipality of Peel, southeastern Ontario, Canada. It lies at the western end of Lake Ontario, immediately southwest of Toronto. First settled in the early 19th century on land purchased from the Mississauga Indians, the township of Toronto gave rise to the villages of Port Credit, incorporated 1934, and Streetsville, incorporated 1958, both of which became towns in the early 1960s. On January 1, 1968, the entire township, exclusive of Port Credit and Streetsville, was incorporated as a town, one of the largest and most densely populated in Canada, and in 1974 Mississauga became a city. Mississauga is both a residential suburb of Toronto and an important industrial center in its own right. Its manufacturers include aircraft, engines and turbines, motor vehicles, chemicals and pharmaceuticals, petroleum, rubber and steel products, construction materials and equipment, plastics, cement, household appliances, and printed material. The city has port facilities and is on major expressways and railway lines. It is also the site of Toronto International Airport, Canada's busiest air terminal, and Arundel College, an affiliate of the University of Toronto. North York, former city, 1979 to 98, southeastern Ontario, Canada. In 1998, it amalgamated with the cities of Toronto, Scarborough, York, and Etobicoke and the borough of East York to become the city of Toronto. North York Township, created in 1922 from York Township, was constituted as a borough in 1967 and became a city in 1979. Following World War II, there was planned industrial and residential development. North York has more than 4,000 acres, 1,620 hectares, of parks and open space, and the campus of York University, 1959, covers 475 acres, 192 hectares. The Black Creek Pioneer Village depicts the early settlers' way of life. Hamilton, City, southeastern Ontario, Canada. It lies at the extreme western end of Lake Ontario, on the southern shore of landlocked Hamilton Harbor, Burlington Bay. The site was visited by the French explorer René Robert Cavelier, Sieur de La Salle, in 1669. Settlement began with the arrival of Loyalists fleeing the rebellious 13 American colonies in 1778. The city was named for George Hamilton, who laid out the original town in 1815 on a sloping plain between the waterfront, north, and the Niagara Escarpment, south, which there rises abruptly to a point 250 feet, 75 meters, high, locally known as the Mountain. During its early growth, Hamilton was overshadowed by nearby Dundas, but the opening of the Burlington Canal, 1830, linking Hamilton Harbor to Lake Ontario, led to its rapid development as an important port and rail center. In 2001, Hamilton absorbed several surrounding communities that since 1974 had been part of the regional municipality of Hamilton-Wentworth, which greatly increased the area and population of the city. Hamilton is now one of Canada's leading industrial centers. Its iron and steel industry, which began in the mid-19th century, has grown to become Canada's largest, accounting for a major part of the national steel output. Other industries include the manufacture of railroad equipment, clothing, appliances, turbines, automotive parts, wire, nails, and candy. Healthcare, local government, and education are also important to the economy. The city is also a financial hub and the center of an extensive fruit-growing district. It is the site of one of Canada's largest open-air markets. Brampton, City, Regional Municipality of Peel, southeastern Ontario, Canada, located on Etobicoke Creek, just west of Toronto. Brampton, founded about 1830, was named after the English birthplace of John Eliot, one of its founders. During the city's development, horticulture, tanning, and paper production were key elements in the local economy. Modern industries include retail and business services, food and beverage distribution, brick making, and the manufacturing of automobiles, aerospace technology, and telecommunications equipment. Kitchener, City, Regional Municipality of Waterloo, southeastern Ontario, Canada. It is situated in the Grand River Valley, 60 miles, 95 kilometers west-southwest of Toronto. Founded by Bishop Benjamin Eby and settled by German immigrants about 1807, the community was known successively as Sandhill, Ebytown, and Berlin before being renamed after the British Field Marshal Lord Kitchener in 1916. It is an important industrial, financial, and distribution center in one of Canada's most densely populated areas. Economic activities include meatpacking, brewing and distilling, tanning, furniture making, and the manufacture of textiles, shoes, rubber products, and appliances. The closely knit cultural unit of Kitchener-Waterloo supports a symphony orchestra, Philharmonic choir, Little Theatre, and art society. The boyhood home of Mackenzie King, former Canadian Prime Minister, is preserved in Woodside National Historic Park. London, City, seat of Middlesex County, southeastern Ontario, Canada. It lies at the forks of the Thames River, midway between Lakes Ontario, east, and St. Clair, west, and Lakes Huron, north, and Erie, south. Its name and site were chosen in 1792 for the location of a capital of Canada West, Upper Canada, but the plans failed to materialize, and settlement did not take place until 1826. Serving as a British garrison town during the mid-19th century, London developed into an important transportation and industrial center as a result of its interlake location. Today it is the hub of extensive rail and highway networks radiating into the surrounding agricultural region, which produces fruit, vegetables, grain, and dairy products. London's industries include the manufacture of food products, brass and steel products, diesel locomotives, textiles, electrical appliances, and clothing. Windsor, City, seat of Essex County, southern Ontario, Canada. Windsor is situated on the left, south, bank of the Detroit River, opposite Detroit, Michigan. Settled by French farmers shortly after 1701, when a fort was established at Detroit, the city was known as the Ferry and later as Richmond before it was renamed in 1836 for Windsor, New Windsor, England. Because of Windsor's strategic location on a navigable waterway opposite the heart of Detroit, the city soon developed into both an important railway terminal and a Great Lakes port, attracting many industries, including several large U.S. branch industrial plants. It annexed the adjoining cities of East Windsor, Walkerville, and Sandwich in 1935 and Riverside in 1966. The city is a commercial and manufacturing center serving a rich farming area that produces fruits, vegetables, corn, maize, soybeans, grain, tobacco, and potatoes. Manufacturers include motor vehicles and parts, foods and beverages, medicinal and pharmaceutical preparations, salt, industrial machinery, and other iron and steel products. Windsor is also Canada's leading port of entry from the United States. 2 tunnels, car ferries, and a suspension bridge connect it with Detroit. Oshawa, City, Regional Municipality of Durham County, southeastern Ontario, Canada. It lies on the north shore of Lake Ontario, just northeast of Toronto. Founded as Ski's Corners on the military Kingston Road in 1795, it was renamed Oshawa, an Indian word referring to a stream crossing, in 1842, when a post office was established there. The city, which is now a port of entry and a major manufacturing center, is the home site of General Motors of Canada. There are also woolen mills, foundries, and plants that manufacture machine parts, fabricated metals, glass, plastics, pharmaceuticals, furniture, leather, and electrical appliances. Vaughan is a vibrant and prosperous community and one of Canada's fastest-growing cities. Home to nearly 341,000 people, its globally competitive economy includes more than 19,000 businesses, employing approximately 227,000 individuals. Barrie, City, seat, 1837, of Simcoe County, southeastern Ontario, Canada. It lies along Kempenfelt Bay, an arm of Lake Simcoe, 55 miles, 90 kilometers, north-northwest of Toronto. In 1812, a storehouse was probably built on the site, which during the War of 1812 was the landing and starting point of the 9-mile portage, a military supply route to the upper Great Lakes. A permanent settlement was established in 1828, named for Commodore Robert Barrie, commander of a naval squadron at Kingston, Ontario. The early economy was based on agriculture and lumbering. Allendale Village to the south was annexed in 1897. Barrie is now a summer and winter resort, with an economy based on services and diversified manufacturing. Its attractions include Centennial Park and, immediately to the north, the Simcoe County Museum and Archives and Springwater Provincial Park. Georgian College of Applied Arts and Technology was founded in Barrie in 1967. Canadian Forces Base Borden is a few miles west. Oakville, Town, Regional Municipality of Halton, southeastern Ontario, Canada, 20 miles, 32 kilometers, southwest of Toronto. Oakville is situated on Lake Ontario at the mouth of Oakville Creek. It was founded in 1830 by Colonel William K. Chisholm, who established shipbuilding yards there. It was originally incorporated in 1857, and in 1962 it amalgamated with Trafalgar Township to form the new town of Oakville, which, occupying 69,000 acres, 28,900 hectares, and spreading northward for some 14 miles, 22.5 kilometers from Lake Ontario, claims to be Canada's largest town in area. An industrial community, it is the site of one of Canada's largest automobile plants. Burlington, City, Regional Municipality of Halton, southeastern Ontario, Canada. It lies at the western end of Lake Ontario, opposite Hamilton, from which it is separated by Hamilton Harbour, Burlington Bay. Settled about 1810, the town served as a beach resort and fruit-growing center until it developed after 1950 with the spread from the northeast of the Toronto metropolitan area. Burlington has become a lakefront residential city with some industry, including the manufacture of metal tubing, brushes, and chemicals. The Burlington Bay Skyway, a toll bridge, nearly 4 miles, 6.5 kilometers long, completed in 1958, links the town with Hamilton. What are 5 facts about Ontario? 1. Ontario has more than 250,000 lakes. 2. More than half of the highest quality farmland in Canada is in Ontario. 3. The first provincial park was established in 1893. 4. The common loon is the provincial bird. 5. Ontario comes from the Iroquois word for beautiful water. What is the Ontario known for? Ontario's industries range from cultivating crops, to mining minerals, to manufacturing automobiles, to designing software and leading-edge technology. Cultures from around the world thrive and are celebrated in Ontario with festivals such as Caribbean Carnival, Oktoberfest, and the Canadian Aboriginal Festival. What language is spoken in Ontario? Ontario's official language is English, although there exists a number of French-speaking communities across Ontario. French language services are made available for communities with a sizable French-speaking population, a service that is ensured under the French Language Services Act of 1989.